Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Cook letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the out.
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way. And
oh, it's blocked. Well, the Bengals have got it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
Detroit!
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They get it to him running left. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The defense may be content to give him 9 there as it brings up 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And they'll run it here. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Irving forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Elliott. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Cook. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll take it at the 42. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And this is caught at the 8. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
To throw on 2nd down. Cook. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Cook. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cook. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Cook. Looking deep for Elliott. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Green 39.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Cook. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Cook. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Off the play fake. Cook. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Cook. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his Bengals' own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Cook. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
To mix it on the check down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Cook. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cook. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he pulls over it. And a solid run down inside the 30. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Letting one go deep for the... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. On first down, Cook. That one complete to Elliott. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. back to throw. Cook forced out to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Cook. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll